52 players from across the country arrived in Dawson Creek, vying for the chance to wear the maple leaf internationally for Team Canada. The training camp is an annual event that helps to develop and evaluate the country's top female hockey players. Team Canada took on our local junior B clubs, the Dawson Creek Junior Canucks and the Fort St. John Huskies.
Well, the overall experience was unreal. I mean, you don't get an opportunity like this ever, so to have this opportunity to play against Team Canada and, help them put on a good camp, make it very competitive, you just kind of ask for much more than that.
This is probably the best team we're going to play all year, and it's just at the beginning of the season to come here and get to play 2 games against them this early. It's great for us.
There were also 2 all-Canadian matchups, pairing some of our nation's greatest players up against each other. But it wasn't only the local fans and players who enjoyed the event.
We had a blast, and we really appreciate the guys taking the time to play us to help grow our game, and to everyone that came out, the crowd was amazing as well. Every time we come here, there's such incredible support from everyone in the entire community, so we really appreciate it.
Aldergrove, BC native Sarah Potomac says the small community really made her feel at home.
Anytime you get to wear the jersey, it's really special. This is another opportunity for us. It started the new quad, so this is kind of the first step for the next 4 years to hopefully bring back that gold medal. So it was really special to be able to have this camp in BC and be from around here.
The camp gives Hockey Canada coaches the chance to view high-caliber players in various on-ice situations as part of the process of selecting the next Olympic team. In October, the roster for the Four Nations Cup will be announced, with the tournament taking place in November in Saskatoon.
You can tell how we are as players. I think coaches have a good idea where we are at as a group and individuals. So I think it's super important to see the hard work, the intensity, and obviously every girl that are here deserve it. They show so much intensity and hard work, and that's something that's going to be keeping going in the future.
The future also looks bright for female hockey in the Peace region. As more young players have the chance to admire their idols competing in their hometowns, the passion for the sport grows.
Oh, it was awesome for young girls and young minor hockey players to come out and watch these Olympians play and see how good athletes that they are and how well they play together and what kind of program that they're a part of.
The growth that we've seen in girls and female hockey in our community and region has been unbelievable, and we think that's the legacy of doing these events. Really helps build the sport for our community.
The event was a win-win-win. Local teams had the opportunity to play against Olympians. Team Canada was able to set a benchmark for their new Olympic season, and more young players fell in love with the sport of hockey. It was a weekend to celebrate female hockey in our nation and to grow Canada's sport. Taylor MacIntyre, CJDC TV News, Dawson Creek. Despite a less than ideal start to the season, the Fort St. John Huskies, both players and staff, are confident they have what it takes to defend their title. The goal for this season is to win the league for the 2nd year in a row and to win some games at provincials. Tomorrow night, the Junior Canucks welcome North Peace for their first home game of the new season. The team is hoping that the home crowd will be behind them, cheering them on for a W and a 2-0 weekend. The 2020 BC Winter Games in Fort St. John will welcome up to 1,500 athletes, almost 400 coaches, and approximately 250 officials. The board only has the next 18 months to prepare for the event, which will host athletes from across the province between February 20th and February 23rd, 2020. After going 3-1 over the weekend, the provincially third-ranked team from DCSS lost in the final. Both College Heights and Dawson Creek Secondary will be representing the region at provincials, which is taking place in Powell River during the last weekend of November. The tournament kicked off on Friday with a featured center court match, Dawson Creek Secondary against North Peace Secondary from Fort St. John. Set 1 would prove to be a strong start for both teams, with lots of back-and-forth action and multiple lead changes. 20 minutes later, North Peace takes the first game 25-21. But Dawson Creek wouldn't surrender easily. Rounding the end of set 2, DCSS taking charge of this one, leading 20-13.
but North Peace orchestrates a comeback to lead by 1 with this nice center block to deny the spike. Dawson Creek able to find some fuel left in the tank thanks to a hometown crowd and powers through to secure set 2, 25-22. This duel would need the 15-point set 3 tiebreaker. Some great rallies in Game 3, but also some crucial errors from both sides. At the change, DCSS leads by 1, 8-7. Unfortunately for the hosts, NPSS would take off running to end this one, and miscommunication from the boys in black would allow North Peace Secondary to claim a 15-12 victory, and the match against Dawson Creek Secondary.
We were a little bit nervous at the beginning because of the crowd, but we handled it pretty well. It was a good game. The girls team being here and Stackhouse coming, one of the teachers at Peace, was really cool. It was good to have some back in the crowd too, so then it's not just all Dawson.
It was a good challenge for the boys. They've never played center feature court with the entire school in attendance as well, so it was our chance as coaches to put them foot to the fire kind of thing and put them a little bit under stress, and really wanted to get them to see how they can perform under a stressful situation. The importance of this tournament is for them to show off to their parents and to all of their fellow classmates what they've worked so hard for so far in the season. This is their chance to shine here at home.
Early bird ticket packages for the World Junior A Challenge are set to go on sale this Friday, May 10th at 10 a.m. The World Junior A Challenge, a showcase of Canadian and international talent. And for the first time, Dawson Creek will be hosting the event this December. The Junior A Challenge will feature a 5-team format. At nearly 70 years old and just over 120 pounds, an Arkansas woman is breaking the grandma stereotype. She's also breaking records by deadlifting more than 300 pounds. As NBC's Mitch McCoy explains, for Granny Hulk, it all comes down to determination. There's plenty of uncertainty around the Edmonton Eskimos after missing the playoffs for the first time in 5 years. More specifically, questions surround star quarterback Mike Riley, who is a free agent and may not be back next season. CTV's Adam Cook reports. The Oilers enter a crucial phase after missing the playoffs for the 12th time in 13 seasons. They now find themselves searching for a new general manager and head coach. Plenty on the team's plate entering the offseason. CTV's Adam Cook reports. Professional snowboarder Max Perot is joining the fight to end cancer. The 24-year-old was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma last year, and with only a couple months left in his treatment, he's looking forward to getting back on the slopes. Amanda Klein reports.
Friday was the last home game for the Junior Canucks in 2018. It was also the Junior C's annual teddy bear toss, where after the first goal by the hometown heroes, fans would toss teddy bears onto the ice. We begin almost 9 minutes into the first period. The puck along the boards, a clearing attempt by Kyle Shaw, but he fans on it. Tim Zimmer jumps on it and sends a wrister towards Wyatt Fournier. Dex Elders is there to get the rebound and taps it in the back of the net. 1-0 Junior Canucks, and here come the Teddies. And quite the variety of teddies. All the boys and girls at the Dawson Creek and District Hospital will be very happy to get a new friend on their road to recovery. Unfortunately, one little teddy wasn't able to clear the netting and make it to the ice. But with the Junior C's up 3-0 at the first intermission, there's plenty of reason to celebrate. Starting the second period now, the Kings ready to make this a game. 4 minutes later, a battle for the puck along the boards. Corbin Dorham comes out with it. He waits. Keenan Halverson slides. Dorham goes between the skates of Halverson, and Riley Show roofs it over Connor Webb to narrow the lead. It's 3-1 Dawson Creek. 9 minutes later, Junior C's up 4-2. Dawson Creek on a man advantage. Harrison Tucker plays it to Dylan McQuigg along the boards. He goes cross ice to Brandon Rowley. Back to Tucker. Dustin Bame, a wide one-timer hits Jeremy Niven, but Elders is there to hammer it home, his second of the game, and the Junior Canucks are up 5-2. Fast forward to halfway through the third, the Junior C's lead 6-4. Tyler Buchert gives the puck to his line mate, who sends it back. Buchert can't handle it. It bounces off Wyatt Lawrence's stick. Elders jumps on it, up to Rowley. Back to Elders. He scores! A hat trick for Dex Elders, his first Junior B hat trick. In the final 4 minutes, the Kings would attempt a comeback, scoring 2 goals, but it wouldn't be enough. The Junior Canucks stay afloat to win their final home game of 2018, 7-6 the final. Dawson Creek is back in action this Wednesday when they travel up the road to play the Huskies in Fort St. John.